Everyone calls it the toughest tournament on the poker calendar. And only 3 players have cracked the code. Annette Oberstad, a win that will be remembered forever. John Juanda. Finally, the bracelet is Juanda's. And Barry Shulman. Shulman is the World Series of Poker Europe champion. Now, from a starting field of 346 on day 1, just 22 remain on day 4. Big names came, and big names left. But the biggest name is still alive. Phil Ivey, 8-time bracelet winner and the most feared player on the planet. But to win number 9, he must outlast 21 others. Phil Ivey tries to make history here in London, England at the World Series of Poker Europe main event.
Helmuth wins the championship.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to London, England, and the 2010 edition of the World Series of Poker Europe main event. Lon McCarron, along with Norman Chad and Natalie Pinkham. And once again, poker's royalty have come together at the Casino at the Empire.
I was expecting a lot more softer players. In this event, everybody at every table, I was like, man, another tough table. And I just realized that everybody in this tournament's tough.
The field is stacked. Nobody just wanders in here off the street except you and me, Lon.
And we are here to see bracelet winners such as Hoyt Corkins and young guns like Ronald Lee from Brooklyn.
I've never been this deep before. With the chip lead, I have like a lot of pressure on me now. I gotta be a little more cautious. I think I'm on a TV table too, so hopefully I won't be stupid.
I'm here, Lon, to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Well, Lee and 21 other hopefuls are ready for this final sprint for the big bucks and this World Series of Poker Europe main event bracelet. So with 3 tables left, let's take a look at our leaderboard. Ronald Lee may have the top spot, but it's the 6th name on that list that has the poker world buzzing. Phil Ivey on the prowl for bracelet number 9. In 5th, Victor Blom, a rising star with a mysterious internet presence.
Gotta pick my man. I know he can beat 3 tables, and I like Phil Ivey in leather.
Also at his table is Roland DeWolf, a London pro, trying to win another bracelet here in his backyard. All right, so 36 players made the money, 22 are left. Action at this featured table beginning on 34-year-old Fabrizio Baldassari from Rome, Italy. Ace Deuce goes into the muck. Now to Phil Ivey with pocket 6s.
Ivey is restricted because he has a water bottle in his left hand. He can only bet with his right hand.
And he makes a raise from under the gun +1 to 20,000. The blinds at 4 and 8,000. Folded over to Finland's Jani Sointula with pocket queens.
He gets his haircut every couple of years. I don't think this was one of the years.
Considering what to do after Ivey's raise now.
Folding.
And Sointula re-raises all in for 161,000. That induces a couple of quick folds behind him. On Clint Coffey now, who lays it down. Folded back over now to Ivey with the 6s.
This is for about a quarter of Ivey's chips.
These two have some history. In 2004, Sointula won the Monte Carlo Millions. Ivey finished 3rd.
Ivey staring at Sointula, wondering why he doesn't cut his hair more often. Of course, as Ivey thinks he's dominated, he will muck.
And Ivey does lay it down, and Jani Sointula's all in, gets Ivey's raise, plus a little more with the blinds and antes.
Well, Phil Ivey in that spot, even if he thought he was in a race, he might have thought, I don't feel like gambling at this point of the tournament.
Well, he made the right raise with the 6s and the right laydown with the 6s to Sointula's queens. Let's go upstairs where 2-time World Series bracelet winner Greg Mueller just re-raised all in with pocket jacks. Action on Danny Steinberg. Steinberg calls with queens. And Mueller at risk and behind.
Good luck, Greg. All right, don't make me sweat it. If you give him a jack on the flop, give me a queen on the turn at river.
I mean, what kind of good luck is that? I mean,
He's right. When Americans wish you good luck, it always comes with some type of condition.
Greg Mueller now, the former pro hockey player, looks at a flop of 6-6 ace.
it's not a good flop.
2 pair for each. Steinberg still ahead. Turn card, another ace.
6? How about a 6?
Yeah, with a 6, they would chop the pot playing the board, or Mueller needs a jack to take it all, otherwise he's gone.
The river card. is the 6. How about that? They will both play the full house and chop the pot.
Let's take my chips back.
Way to chop it. I didn't
Mueller will stay alive.
and the 6 was the chop. I don't think I would have realized it.
That's what you get for wishing him good luck.
Hey, see, you meant good luck. That's all right. It's okay, Fate. You know.
I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain.
Steinberg takes his chips back, and Mueller will stick around. So our field remains at 22 players. This World Series of Poker Europe main event, always regarded as one of the toughest stops anywhere on the poker circuit. Back at the feature table, folded 2, Baldessari with 7 tray, and he's going to make a call for 4,000.
Baldessari with the worst seat in the house, Ivy directly to his left.
Ivy in the big blind with 10-4 of diamonds makes a raise to 25,000. Baldessari quickly releases his hand.
That's how you do it. You wear black leather, you punish the limper, and you take it down with nothing.
And Phil Ivey, the most feared player in the game, collects more chips and remains in the top 10 here at the World Series of Poker Europe main event. Back to Greg Mueller now upstairs. He just re-raised all in for 180,000 with ace-queen. Is once again dominated as Brian Powell called with ace-king.
Greg Mueller will take another chopped pot here if he can get it.
How many times are we going to put it in bat?
Mueller in danger of being knocked out by 28-year-old poker pro Brian Powell from Louisville, Kentucky. And now here is the flop. It is 9-6-5, and nothing in there for Mueller. Powell still ahead. Turn card is an 8.
7 chops it again. There'd be a straight on board. Mueller needs a queen to take it all, otherwise he's gone.
The river card now is the 6 of diamonds, and it does not save Mueller this time. Powell wins the hand and knocks out Greg Mueller in 22nd place.
The 2-time bracelet winner is gone. Now only one Canadian left in the field, Andrew Pantling.
Mueller wins over 26,000 British pounds. That's over 41,000 U.S. Back now to the featured table. Action already underway and has been folded around to Fabrizio Baldessari, 4 tray. No thank you. Phil Ivey now on the button with pocket 4s. Ivy makes a raise to 20,000. This is Phil's 6th cash of the 2010 World Series of Poker. Yanni Sointula now with Queen Jack.
Sointula 35th in this event in 08.
He has no live tournament cashes for almost a year until this event.
Actually, if you put him in a barber's chair, that would also give him all day to think.
All in.
Sointula once again re-raises all in on Ivy.
And this is almost the same situation Ivy was in earlier against Sointula, but this time it's for about 30% of Phil's chips. Last time Ivy folded correctly when he was crushed by a bigger pair. This time he would be in a race.
Once again, Phil trying to figure out what the Finn is up to.
Well, Sointula's nickname is Hellraiser for his aggressive play. Ivy trying to figure out the range of hands the Finn would push with here.
Ivy makes the call for 177,000 more, and he sees he's ahead.
That's why I ride with Phil Ivey, Lon.
Hoping it was deuces.
2 tough decisions, both times he acts correctly.
Sointula with Queen Jack at risk against the pocket 4s of Phil Ivey. Ivy trying to get us one closer to the bracelet. All right, now here's the flop. It is 9 Jack deuce. Ivy hates to see that as Sointula pairs his Jack.
Yeah, Phil Ivey's got that. Yeah, I've seen that flop before. Look to him.
So Sointula in good shape to double up through Ivy. It's a king on the turn. No help to Ivy.
Sointula with his main event on the line here. He only needs to dodge a 4 to stick around.
If he can, he'll have 400,000 chips. The river card is a 4. Ivy spikes a set on the river to send Sointula to the rail.
That's why I ride with Phil Ivey, Lon. Skill and luck.
Sointula out in 21st. Phil Ivey with almost 800,000 as he shows even the best can suck out once in a while. He's still gunning for bracelet number 9.
The 2010 World Series of Poker Europe is brought to you in part by the official WSOP game on Facebook. Play online now. For details, go to WSOP.com/Facebook. And FullTiltPoker.net. Learn, chat, and play with the pros.
Bill Hellmuth made another grand entrance this year. He put on his best poker face and walked in with a bevy of women dressed as Lady Gaga.
Why? Why us?
He entered with a large blonde entourage, but quickly made an exit all alone.
The bigger the entrance, the harder the fall.
So Hellmuth once again fails to cash in the main event here at the World Series of Poker Europe. Action back now to the featured table. Clint Coffey with Queen 10 of hearts, 25-year-old from Boulder, Colorado.
Coffee graduated from the University of Texas, Austin with degrees in English and philosophy.
And from first position, he's got chips. He's going to make a raise to 19,000. Fold it over to Baldessari now, who has kind of a Hugh Jackman as Wolverine look to him, Norman. Pocket eights.
He's a commentator on the new All Poker cable channel in Italy. Poker commentators over there tend to be a little better looking than poker commentators here in the States.
With the raise from Coffee in front of him.
Nice.
Baldessari says re-raise. He makes it 63,000. Ivy folded. Bojan Gledovich from Serbia lays it down. Folded back now to Coffee.
And Coffee out of position with a somewhat suspect hand.
And he is looking suspiciously at Baldessari, wondering what the Italian was up to. Coffee doesn't look like he's going anywhere, Norman. He's got a lot of chips. He re-raises to 135,000.
Coffee with a caffeinated re-raise. He hopes to take it down right there at the 4-bet.
All in.
Oh, he's not taking anything down as Baldessari re-raises all in.
I gotta say, I like Baldessari's hand in this spot. Clint Coffee, I don't think, is gonna risk most of his chips with a Queen 10 here.
It's a strong message from the Italian.
Good enough.
And Coffee lays his hand down.
Coffee does drop about 20% of his chip stack on that hand.
So Baldessari takes that pot, risking all his chips to do so. Clint Coffee with Queen 10 was raising into a very committed Italian poker pro and finally had to retreat.
I wouldn't mind being a young, good-looking Italian poker commentator with chips.
They are few and far between. Back up top here at the casino at the Empire, French poker pro Thomas Bichon shoved with ace-queen for 145,000 after the flop. Action to Swedish pro Victor Blom, who flopped top pair with a queen kicker. And he makes the call to put Bichon at risk.
Bichon bluffs shoves, and Blom shoves it right back in his face. Good call.
Bichon finished 12th in this event in 2009. Here's the turn card. It is another 5, no help to Bichon.
Bichon's got to have an ace, or his main event will be over.
The river card is a 6, and Thomas Bichon knocked out in 20th place here in London.
The bluff shove is not in my arsenal, Lon.
You have an arsenal? So with Bichon's chips added to his own, Blom with almost $1 million, he is now the chip leader.
The 20-year-old Blom trying to become the second youngest winner of this event. Annette Obrestad, of course, was a day short of her 19th birthday when she won the inaugural World Series Europe main event in 2007.
So now 19 players remain. Back to our featured table. Phil Ivey first to act here. Ivey with 9-7. And he will sit this hand out. Bojan Gledovich lays it down.
I'm all in.
And Roland DeWolf decides to move all in with his ace-8 off.
DeWolf, the short stack in the room.
He's all in for 78,000. Clint Coffee folds.
I'm all in.
And with pocket tens, Mark Inizan, a French poker pro, moves all in for over 300,000. So DeWolf at risk. Baldessari folds his big blind, and so Roland DeWolf will have to come from behind against the pocket tens.
DeWolf in for all of his chips. Inizan in for about a quarter of his chips.
So the pocket tens in good shape for Inizan. Here is the flop. 7-6-5. DeWolf picks up an up and down straight draw.
Take it. 8. 8.
All right, the turn card now. DeWolf at risk. And he catches an ace to grab the lead.
So Inizan now would need a 10 to knock out Roland DeWolf.
Can I run like Firabi one time?
All right, the river card now. DeWolf trying to double up, and he will. No Phil Ivey suck out for Inizan there, and Roland DeWolf doubles to 171.
Ridden over France in that one.
So the World Series bracelet winner, EPT and WPT championship winner, Roland DeWolf will stick around, keep us at 19. The 18-player redraw will have to wait. Back upstairs now, 2 big pocket pairs are clashing. James Board with the beard at risk with pocket aces pre-flop after being called by Arnaud Matern and his pocket queens.
And we had a queen.
Board all in. Matern barely has him covered. This is another English-French showdown.
Board ahead with the aces. He's the one at risk. The flop is 6-7 tray. Matern gets no help there. The pocket ace is still good for Board.
Matern, a 31-year-old pro. Board, a 29-year-old pro.
Such a 6, man.
Turn cards an 8. No help to Matern.
Only a queen knocks out Board.
The river card is a jack, and James Board with his aces will double up.
Good luck, everyone.